when doing my research about what makes a good film, I found out quite a different lot of answers, to be honest. But the majority of things I found out is people like a short and snappy film. They like the story to get straight to the point and not drag on. People don't like the storyline to keep dragging. You want to be interested in the film and continuously wanting to know what's happening next, rather than wanting to wait for the film to end all the time. They like exciting narratives. So this means that the narrative has to be interesting. So it has to be a good storyline which audiences can relate to and are immediately drawn into. They like relatable characters. These are like characters which we see in everyday life, and we can understand and see their strong characteristics and their background within the film. People like to be able to look at characters and say, yeah, I understand that, yeah, the stereotypical types of characters. Even though really we shouldn't do stereotypes, that's what audiences like to see. And lastly, locations. Audiences like great interest in locations, but as well, locations that are simple yet effective. And that can be quite hard because a lot of films, especially short films, are independent films. Therefore, they don't have big budgets, so they can't have big sets. They haven't got the money to travel places to get the great locations they need. They haven't even got the money to do green screen to also use that effect to get the great places and locations that they need. And as far as for what I think about what makes a good film, I agree with all the points that have been made. That the film should be short and snappy and not dragging on. It should be interesting and to the point, and have the audience, no matter what genre the film is, have the audience on their toes, wanting to watch, wanting to carry on watch. And at the end of it, for me, I like to say, God, that was a good film. Rather than thinking, oh, when's this going to end? When's this going to end? Personally, I like a good narrative, good characters, and a good location, which, like people said, simple yet effective. Sometimes the more simple the thing is, the more effective it can be and come across on the camera.